Story County, helping build Nevada's future.
Welcome to Nevada Newsmakers on the broadcast today. Part 2 of my interview with Chairman of Wynn Resorts, Phil Satre, here for the whole show on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
The Nevada Builders Alliance has been protecting the interests of the construction industry for over 50 years. Our programs save members thousands of dollars every year and allow them to provide much-needed benefits to their employees. Our industry also allows Nevada to grow. If you're thinking about a career in the construction industry, reach out. And if you haven't thought of a career in construction, what are you waiting for? We are the Nevada Builders Alliance.
Howdy, partner. Come on out to Churchill County's fabulous 3C Arena in Fallon, Nevada for the World Championship of Cowboy Fast Draw. See over 200 professional gunfighters from across America compete with special wax bullet ammunition for the title of the fastest gun alive. This Saturday, you can even try Cowboy Fast Draw for yourself and enjoy our car show between 10 and 2. And our Magnificent 7 finals begin at high noon on Sunday.
This summer, all roads lead to Hobie's Casino for trucks or bucks. Win up to $1,000 in cash every week. Then buckle up and win a brand new Tacoma or $35,000 in cash. Shift the winning into high gear at Hobie's Casino.
At Nevada Urban Indians in Reno, your health is our priority. Our medical clinic welcomes everyone. We accept all insurances, ensuring quality care is within reach. Nevada Urban Indians, your partners in health.
Like a traditional handmade basket, retail is woven into the fabric of life in Nevada. From big box to mom and pop, retail supports our communities in countless ways. Jobs for the disabled, team uniforms for kids, help for the elderly, and so much more. Retail employs over 1 in 10 workers. Retail supports Nevada, and we support retail.
RANNV.org.
This is Nevada Newsmakers with host Sam Shad on No Holds Barred Political Forum. Now, from the Nevada Newsmakers broadcast headquarters, here is Sam Shad.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we're delighted to begin part 2 of my interview with Phil Satre. He is the chairman of Wynn Resorts, and thank you for giving us all this time. When we left off at the end of part 1, you were talking about Total Rewards program, which was the first of its kind. MGM has a program that is similar,
Yep.
But you guys were the first. Please tell the story of New Orleans, because you opened up a center in a shopping center, if I recall correctly, before the property was even open. What was the response from the public?
When we opened up in that part of New Orleans, it was an old municipal auditorium, and that was a temporary casino, and it was not successful. It couldn't attract people. It wasn't in the most appealing part of the city, and we were building in the old dome that was there, and ultimately that became the home of what is now, the biggest casino in Louisiana.
But with the Total Rewards program, didn't you have this incredible influx of people that signed up for the card before you even opened?
Yes, we did. I can't recall the exact statistics on that, Sam, but that was true in many of the new locations that we opened up in. And in that particular location, that was a Dallas-Fort Worth feeder market, that was a Mississippi feeder market to some extent, and Arkansas and Memphis, Tennessee. All of that kind of converged into the Louisiana experience, and it was a very fun casino to build because we used the Mardi Gras theme. Actually, I think Caesar's done a very good job on changing that. It was a little bit too much, and they have done a really nice job with restaurants and hotel and so forth in the new casino experience there.
One of the things that's been a conversation piece for the last few months has been the cost of going to Las Vegas. Wynn is at the upper end of the stratosphere here. I guess if I'm going to give the counter to this, how do you build $3 and $4 billion resorts and upward if you don't charge for people to be able to come there?
Yeah, and I think, as having been involved in the last 6-7 years with Wynn Resorts and the investment that we have, I think it's one of the most expensive buildings in the United States at $2.7 billion.
And you probably couldn't recreate that today at that price.
Oh, you couldn't. You're right about that. But it is an integrated resort, 22 restaurants, 1,500 rooms, and convention facilities, obviously a significant casino. That all, I think, made sense in an environment where you felt like you could attract people from really all income levels. It's very expensive for younger people with lower incomes at that point in time in their careers, but it's still a place they want to be. They just don't stay as long, and they don't stay in some of the more expensive suites, obviously. But it was designed to meet the top end of the customer income market and to also serve people who wanted that experience even if they weren't in very high income jobs.
And when it was first built, the idea was had to do $3 million a day to be successful. I think it somewhat exceeded that.
Yes. And the amenities that it had, not only the theaters and the casino floor and all of the entertainment facilities inside, but the golf course was a strong statement, I think, that we're trying to appeal to a different type of casino customer.
Let's move because we only have limited time here, even though you're giving us so much. United Arab Emirates, you have a head start to build the casino. It's already obviously in process. It's had a few delays, but it's still moving ahead. This is, to my mind, an unbelievable opportunity to not only have this property, but to have it on its own for a while. You've opened up the Mayfair in London as a place to funnel people through because a lot of people from the Arab world come to London and gamble, and so this is a great way to be able to funnel them there. What are your expectations?
Well, I think it's going to be one of the more interesting hotel casino experiences.
Is that an understatement?
Number one of the features of that, and I want to make sure I've stated this exactly right. It's a 70-story building with 1,500 rooms. We have royal apartments, townhomes, marina estates. We have some suites there that almost 20,000 square feet. There are some fabulous suites there. That's for royalty, for billionaires, for you name it. And that's going to be something else, I think. It's going to be a very diverse group of people because there's going to be people playing at all levels there. So we have something that we call the Enclave, and it's a private, ultra-exclusive resort within the resort's tower upper floors. So that's something we haven't tried yet. We have a version of that at the Palace in Macau, but it's not designed. That's a kind of a added on rather than designed into the original. So it's good. But this is the one I want to talk about. We have 1,300 feet of a private beach and 98 berth deep water marina.
So the Monte Carlo of the Middle East.
Yes, yachts up to 280 feet. So you're going to see, that milieu, for lack of a better word, of ultra rich that have their yachts and they want to have some place to go with their yachts, and this is going to be a new destination, I believe, for people with that, and that's going to be exciting for people. We have 12 pools. It's warm there, so that's a good idea.
Yes.
But the theaters, as I said, 22 dining, bar, and lounge experiences, and a 130,000 square foot shopping center, all within the facility.
Do you have the same kind of instruction from the government to build non-gaming facilities in addition to the gaming facilities?
You mean in the integrated resort?
Yes.
No.
Because I mean, in Macau and in Singapore, you're allowed to build a casino, but the governments in both areas are saying it has to be more than just casino.
And it didn't start off originally as being that comprehensive, but it has become that. And we're adding more facilities, non-gaming facilities in Macau. It's probably our second biggest capital commitment. Not underway yet, but it's going to be a significant addition to the Wynn
that was
Palace.
Mandated by
That's government. Part of the renewal process, and it has been, I think, well received by our management team, because we feel that that's a very positive addition to what we have existing right now, both at the Wynn Palace and Wynn Macau downtown.
Well, one of the things I've been told by an owner of a property is, in regard to poker rooms, for example, that the poker rooms don't make money necessarily, but if one half of the couple plays poker and the other half plays slots, that's a really good deal.
I think that's right.
So therefore, if you have all these other facilities, which Steve Wynn was a pioneer of, you were talking about Bill Harrah. Steve Wynn followed him with the idea of getting car dealerships and all these other things, high-end stores, into the facilities, make it more appealing, more people are going to come.
Yeah.
Right.
Steve was a big admirer, Bill Harrah.
Yes. Well, it seems like Bill Harrah, Kirk Kerkorian, it's not a very big list, but the list is pretty impressive. Let's take another break, and we'll be back more with Phil Satre after this time out.
A power line is more than a power line. It's maintaining the bottom line for small businesses. It's keeping the assembly line moving for our workforce. For our brightest minds, it's meeting a deadline. It's on the front line with our heroes. And on the sidelines of the biggest games. It's a direct line to our loved ones. And it's a lifeline for the most vulnerable. There's a lot on the line.
Meet Nevada Health Link, Nevada's official health insurance marketplace. Your link to savings, selection, free assistance, and name brand health insurance, where 90% of enrollees lower the cost of their monthly premium. Everyone deserves access to quality health coverage, no matter your income or family size. Visit NevadaHealthLink.com. A few minutes could save you hundreds of dollars per month.
Nevada Health Link. Our plans are made for your plans.
2025 is bringing big changes for Nevada businesses. If you have more than 5 employees and have been operating for 3 years or more, you must now comply with new state retirement plan mandates. The Vegas Chamber 401k plan makes it easy, offering a proven, customizable, and cost-effective plan for employers and employees to save with tax advantages. Visit vegaschamber.com to explore options and see how the Vegas Chamber can help you start saving for your future.
The trucking industry is the most resilient link in the supply chain, moving 95% of our freight in the Silver State. And while essential, the road isn't always smooth. Supply chain disruptions, rising fuel costs, and unrealistic rules and laws that hamper our ability to serve our customers and country. Our prosperity and every sector of the economy, manufacturing, mining, medicine, and food from farm to table, is tied to trucks. There's nothing without trucking.
As you know, Reno is booming. Toll's development company is helping it grow with insightful design and development, building community with every project, adding beauty, adding excitement, emphasizing our shared humanity. Reno is becoming bigger. Toll's development is helping it become better, more livable, more enjoyable. To learn more, go to tollsdevelopment.com. tollsdevelopment.com.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we continue our conversation with Phil Satre. He is the chairman of Wynn Resorts, building this unbelievable resort in the United Arab Emirates. And, you know, if I get a ticket to the opening event, I will definitely do my best to try and show up. Beyond what you've already described publicly and here on the program, do you have additional land for future development as part of that?
There is additional land, and there's a lot of development, housing, of course, because you have an entirely new population of people that will be working there, a significant amount of people. I think it's 12,000 by the time you get
12,000 jobs, yeah. Amazing.
So you have that. You also have independent hotel and food and beverage operators who are now beginning to build there, and everybody's seeing this. Not everybody, I think, who's kind of paying attention to what are the opportunities to create a new market for destination travel. So many of those hotels companies are looking at it and saying, we want our brand there. We want to be a part of what becomes Wynn Al Marjan or, you know, the Ras Al Khaimah, the Emirate. So that has been a very positive experience because it's going to create more occupancy overall for the visitors to that particular market. We obviously have our own rooms, and we have the yacht harbor that I referenced that can be a source of supply to the overall facility.
Yeah, Larry Ellison's people just called in the break there to book the first slip.
Oh, it'll be great. So we're looking forward to 2027. We obviously are kind of...
It's right around the corner.
Yeah, it's close. And we've topped off the 70-story building. We're doing the finishes now inside the rooms and public areas. And it's been a very positive experience to see how, in my view, how rapidly that's gone up. And so I started off by mentioning that Wynn Las Vegas at $2.7 billion is one of the most expensive buildings in the United States. Well, this is going to be $5 billion in the UAE.
And that's without the investment of all these other companies that are coming.
That's correct.
Because that's a great way to run this project, which is you get to build equal, if not more, rooms to be able to feed into that property. Incredible. All right, so now, and by the way, please come after the opening and bring photos for your next appearance. Let's talk about Macau. When the renewals were up, I felt kind of nervous because there's so much investment from Wynn and MGM and Las Vegas Sands in Macau. And, you know, the political climate in not only in China, but also in the governance of Macau, that with all the billions that have been invested by American companies in there, if these were not renewed, what an awful thing. And they're going to have to be renewed again at the end of, what, a 10-year period?
Yeah, 2032, I think.
So how do you feel, as the chairman of Wynn Resorts, when you look ahead? Is it just a question of fulfilling the demands that have been made so far and maybe going beyond that to make the government comfortable?
I think what the way I would answer that is I think that Craig, our CEO, and other CEOs have recognized they need to spend more time cultivating that relationship, not just with the Macau hierarchy of leadership, their governance and so forth, but also pay more attention to China. And I think years ago probably we're taking advantage of or taking it for granted that they would all want to come to Macau. And they're working hard on it. And one of the things that I'm very pleased with as a board member is that we have a CEO and a management team both in the United States and over there who recognize how important it is to have a very strong relationship with the Chinese and recognize that that's very important to us, as well as Macau governance. And I think some of our competitors view that the same way, Sam. So it's hopefully we will, without saying we guarantee it, I think we feel very strongly that we've responded to some of the concerns they had in the renewal and setting up, I think, a more diverse visitorship to that particular destination, but also recognizing that China is the primary source of visitation.
Do you see a time where you might develop non-gaming properties in other parts of China? Because they certainly don't have an interest in developing gaming properties elsewhere.
I don't know that we would develop non-gaming operations. It's really, that would fall outside of our scope. There may be, obviously, companies like Accor and Fairmont and others that would want to take a look at that. But I think from our standpoint, and we actually haven't talked about that, we'd probably stay in our lane, which is integrated resorts that include a casino.
All right, let's move to Texas. So Las Vegas Sands, as you know, has been trying for several years to be able to get a license to be able to build an integrated resort in North Texas. What's been interesting to me in the last week or two is to see that, which I didn't realize, that there are Native American casinos already in Texas, and one of the largest in the country, if not the largest, is actually in Oklahoma, right next door.
I've seen it.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do you see a time when the government of Texas, because they have big surpluses, so they're not really hurting for money, are going to allow integrated resorts into Texas? And would Wynn be interested in going into what is potentially a very lucrative market?
Yeah, I think it's hard for me to predict whether they'll head down that path because we haven't been as active there. But when other opportunities have come up from time to time in the United States, what we found is that we want to be in large metropolitan locations that have a visitorship that is strong enough to support the industry. We don't want to rely on locals only.
Sure.
And Dallas probably is a city that fits that qualification. It has to be a pretty big market in order to justify the kind of capital people are talking about there. You know, we have one casino that is sort of falls into the category of a regional casino, very well run in Boston, but it doesn't have the kind of visitorship that you would expect to see if you were in Dallas with fully integrated resorts, 3 or 4, let's say, by 3 or 4 development companies. I don't know that we would say that's clearly a yes. We would take a look at the market very carefully.
We have about 45 seconds left. Formula One, what has it meant to Wynn?
It's been a great experience for Wynn Resorts. We've hosted the drivers, we've hosted the owners. The people that come in from all over the world love the event. Very interestingly enough, female fans are extremely strong. They care less about the casino experience, it sounds like to me, but they really like being around F1. And it has an interesting kind of after-hours aspect there. You know, they're in Delilah, they're in different venues after the races are all done. I've only been down for one of them, but I wanted to experience it, and it was fascinating.
And that's where we have to leave it. I always appreciate you taking this much time to visit with me. Please come back soon.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
And we'll be right back.
Each day, the Children's Advocacy Alliance partners with leaders, legislators, and families across Nevada to improve children's health, education, economic well-being, and safety. We recognize Nevada will be no better than the state of its children. Be a part of this change. Be a supporter of the Children's Advocacy Alliance. For more information, go to caanv.org.
Light up your July at the Carson Valley Inn. Win up to $25,000 in the All-American Progressive giveaways. $1,500 winner guaranteed each drawing night. And $30,000 in grand prize giveaways. Only at the Carson Valley Inn.
Welcome to the Ahern Hotel, where bold ambition meets unforgettable experiences. Feel your game day vibes and celebrate with great food at All American Sports Kitchen, serving amazing flavors and fan favorites. Sip and savor at Aroma Barista Bar. Handcrafted coffee roasted to perfection. Step into the Ahern Live showroom, where concerts, comedy, and unforgettable performances light up the night. We also have the David Yule Art Gallery. It's the only one in the world, and his work is breathtaking. Browse the gift shop. It's a treasure trove of keepsakes, chic essentials, and one-of-a-kind finds. And the space. Almost 30,000 square feet of meetings and events areas ready for you. From weddings and birthdays to quinceañeras, trade shows, banquets, and beauty pageants. Bigger ideas? Let the Ahern team handle all the details so your event is flawless. Ahern Hotel, where moments become memories. Book your next gathering today.
We're the Peters family, 2 combat veterans, our daughter Elle, and our Liberty Dogs puppy in training, Cooper.
Cooper will grow up to be a life-changing companion to a veteran with visible or invisible challenges.
We're helping Cooper build focus and confidence so he's ready to support his veteran.
And we know he will help bring happiness and independence to his veteran's life.
So join us, become a puppy raiser, and change lives, one puppy at a time.
Nevada Newsmakers is available as a podcast. It's also available on YouTube anytime you want to watch or listen. Thanks for watching Nevada Newsmakers.